I keep getting a lot of news from Meta and swipe left news about who will be the next James Bond is the news I'm getting. We're not sure yet who will be the next James Bond. It's all up in the air. But I've also gotten notifications that Sylvester Stallone will not be in the Rambo prequel because de-aging technology is not sufficiently advanced. That's not true. You could starve the fucker until his skin tightens up. Put him on an elliptical and just don't feed him until his skin is tight. You could do that. You could also bring back 1987 Brent Spiner for a Star Trek sequel or a prequel, whatever. Especially if you put a little bit of paint over the old face. I don't even think you need AI to de-age Rambo. But that's not the point. That's not why. I feel like yesterday I had this idea involving a full metal jacket style take on the making of John Rambo. You know, you have the training, the indoctrination about why it's okay to go to Vietnam, and mass murder. I'll just call them red people. That's generally how I feel about them anyway. Why is it okay to go to the other side of the planet and tell other people that communism is so bad that they can't have it under threat of death? So there's, you know, like Full Metal Jacket, right? There's the boot camp. Is it half the movie, the boot camp? I feel like it's a solid chunk of the movie. It's at least a third. Maybe I'm wrong. No, I remember at the end of Rambo First Blood, he's losing his shit at the end and he's bitching about being a misunderstood baby killer. I feel like we could de-age me and we could put a curly black wig on my head, and then you could shave it off. I have to admit, I would be very interested in that project. If we explain the story plot and the narrative direction, where are we going with this? I feel like we could even shoot this movie in Vietnam. I was watching Platoon yesterday and I was thinking that was probably shot somewhere in Latin America. I don't know where Platoon was shot. I don't think they shot it in Vietnam. Anyway, um, James Bond would be narratively complex for me. Maybe I haven't fully thought about it, but I feel like James Bond is an imperialist henchman who does not necessarily defend the values that are espoused by the United Kingdom. Like the United Kingdom would say that we are a liberal Western democracy, and they would give you a lecture about human rights and blah blah blah. I don't know, like, I guess I would have to do it sarcastically. I would have to do it sarcastically. Anyway, I don't know how we would fix the narrative issues with me as James Bond, but still, I'm the most qualified person for that job. But a Rambo prequel, a Rambo prequel. Because if I got lean, I'd look like a more jacked Rambo. I wouldn't need to wear a muscle suit. If I got lean, I'd be more jacked than Rambo was in the original Rambo movie. I know I would. Like a white Mike Tyson. A white Mike Tyson with a black curly wig. And it would be a complete narrative departure from the Rambo movies. It would definitely be satirical, but not a comedy. I don't know, but I see a lot of potential for slapping Rambo in the face by remixing Rambo with Full Metal Jacket. It could be an Oliver Stone movie. I was just watching Tucker Carlson, and according to Tucker Carlson, Oliver Stone actually served in Vietnam. So like a Oliver Stone Rambo prequel starring moi. Let me take a quick look. Rambo. look at the eyebrows. I have to open my eyes a little bit wider than this guy. Maybe not that much more jacked than this picture that I'm looking at right now. Here. That's pretty jacked, but I feel like that's a muscle suit. I feel like if I just got lean, just the process of getting lean on an elliptical would make me look approximately like this. I mean, if Oliver Stone wants to make a Rambo prequel, to insult Rambo subtly, a subtle like without, you know, pissing off the fans, the fan base. We don't want to just spit in the Rambo fan base's faces. So it would just like we'd have to ask certain questions. Maybe there would have to be some dramatic irony. And we could shoot this bitch in Vietnam. I'd be into it. I'm under 270 right now. I'm under 270. I feel like this is approximately 210. I could do that in a month or two. I had a colleague named Brian Symes, and he told me that his way of maintaining his weight was very simple. What he did is he weighed himself every morning. He had a certain weight. I don't remember what it was. But anyway, he said like some mornings I might be 3 pounds over, and then I just don't eat that day. I feel like in about 2 months, less than, maybe 6 weeks, curly wig. Very similar eyebrows. Just a little bit of black dye, maybe some shoe polish. I could totally do that. I want to make a Rambo prequel with Oliver Stone. I want to make a Rambo prequel with Oliver Stone. I really do.